What is up, Rad Potential YouTube? Welcome to the Fontana Dam. We're about to unload the rotary golf cart from the rotary truck at the rotary event because everything here is rotary. So let's hope this doesn't just flip off the back like some America's Funniest Home four-wheeler video. We'll be good to go.
Oh, we got it. I don't really want to die. Oh, man, we didn't even hardly drag. There you go. See? Wow. You guys got it on the way up there, right? Yeah, right? You're on your own. That's what it is. Let's drive it up there.
That white one's sick.
That white one's pretty. I like that wheel.
Robert Watson 2 owns it. The horn still work? Oh yeah. Let's go for a little cruise. This thing rips, dude. Put it.
Right next to it.
Oh, now you done it. It has been an interesting drive back from the dam chute. So we just got back from the dam chute, and Calvin threw a belt on the rotary truck. Where's the carnage? Right here.
That's what's left.
Wrecked. So we pulled over on the side of the road. Appreciate the guys that stopped to help us. And it doesn't have a belt on it right now. We just got it buttoned up. I got things to show you, cool things. When the belt flew off, it knocked the wires off for the leading igniter. So fortunately, if that does happen to you, Calvin made it all the way back from effectively like Nantahala Village area back to Bryson City on a belt that we borrowed from the RADX7 because I've got 2 of them, and just the trailing plugs. So I went ahead and wired these back up. Positive is the top of the T, your ground is the base of the T, leading igniter, trailing igniter. And now we're full rip, ready to go. But the other thing that's funny is, so my buddy Josh, he's got a first gen, and he left the dam chute, you know, just before we did. And I was trying to catch up a little bit. And well, the car's ripping. Tuning by me is pretty safe. Closed loop's on, it's learning some things. But I got 2 good whooshes out of it, and then I heard a big whoosh, and I'd popped my intercooler pipe out. It's probably the most amount of air speed that this corner of the engine bay has ever seen in its entire life, because then I proceeded to do some NA pulls and see how it was running up to like 6,500 and no boost, and the turbo sounds sick. So fired up for that. But what I wanted to show you is, I'm gonna have Calvin hold some things here real quick. So this is a charge pipe, right? And you can see this end has a really nice bead rolled edge. So if you don't have access to a bead roller and you make your own charge pipes, you can take a crimper which is what this is. You get these at Harbor Freight for like $5. You can see we've cut off the one side of the ear, okay, the part that's obviously missing. And the wire crimper part down in there, you take this piece, and, oh, I got it backwards, and you put it on your intercooler tube like this, and when you smash that together, you will get a nice uniform quilted bead roll on your charge pipes, such that we won't blow this out of the coupler again. So pretty fired up for that. We're going to see how it does and put this back on, and we're going to go for a little drive because I got a taste of the boost, and I want to go see, I want to go fill this thing up with gas and see how much fuel we burned. So we'll go drive around a little bit and just see how much boost we can get into, how much I'm brave enough to push it, and then we'll go. So excited to meet all you guys at the dam shoot. It was really good, and talking to a bunch of people, and we'll see y'all at the car show tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow afternoon. I think after the car show, I kind of bedded in the brakes pretty good driving it back, and albeit no power brakes right now, so just didn't have time to hook it up. But the brake pedal feels pretty good, so we may go try to, I'd kind of like to go over to the Dragon and make a lap. So I know Matt wants to go make a lap in the Shinka, earn his stripes, and albeit it's going to be super busy tomorrow and there's going to be people everywhere and whatnot, we're not out here to set a record, but in order for any of my cars to have a Tail of the Dragon sticker on it, it has to make the drive. So we're gonna, this car's done it before in its past life, but as the RADX7, it needs a little Dragon sticker on the back, and so does the Shinka. So we'll rip over there and do that. So get excited for some driving content, but not without fail. Deals Gap is always an adventure.
The gas is like eating the red off the...
Oh, I guarantee it. Ready to rock. Why don't we just tighten all the other ones too while we're here? See if we can break some T-clamps. Alright guys, we're down here at the end of the Dragon. Got done at the car show, unfortunately. RADX7's a little too race car to win a car show, but that's okay. Get him next time, you know. Calvin, the blue truck, Charles's truck. It's Ernie from St. Louis, and Tim.
Lots of black noises.
Did you break it?
No.
Good. It's still living?
I did break, but I fixed it.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't much of a break. We're early morning
Turbo RX8.
auto port start.
So what, this guy, one of these?
Yeah, I replaced this line right here,
Okay.
and this was leaking. These are really old. This one was really old. And
Yeah, yeah.
it got so hard that it just snapped like, you know, like a stick.
Yeah, yeah, just broke like an old wiring harness on an FD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
every single wire harness.
Heck yeah.
But
Turbo RX8. It's the way to go.
yeah, if you
Keep the boost low and the EGTs low and it'll survive.
not like me, burn up exhaust.
Yeah. Dude, we got it ripping pretty good.
Yeah.
Holding 8 pounds of boost, the 7.5. So I got the gate plumbed up now. So not making 20 anymore. And yeah, blowing charge pipes off fast. And we street tuned it on the way here. It's got the Hellbender Calvin tune in it.
Nice.
Calvin was running passenger seat, just throwing fuel at it. We got it a little bit too fat, like on tip in, so I just pulled some out on tip in, and it's pretty good. Because I made some, we're still a little lean. I made some changes at the spot, and we tore up down the road. But it's like mid 12s, low 12s in the boost to 7 pounds, so it could use a little bit more fuel yet, but it's safe enough for like 2 pulls or 3 pulls in a row, you know.
Keep the bridge up top.
Yeah.
Pull it down.
Yeah. So I run a 180 with no shroud, no fan, no nothing. It's just ripping. So I'm happy with it. And the tape measure rad alignment, pretty good. Pulls a little to the left, but it's pretty good. All right, Calvin, what happened?
Well, you know, as usual, I was in a car and it broke. No, not my fault this time.
Okay, so the RADX7 successfully survived a return trip from the Dragon. Did some tuning on it, still running a little bit rich, like right on tip in, but no big deal. We made it to the lodge here at the tail, and fuel pressure went to 0, and I was able to coast to right here. So, you know, the famous Hellbender trash cans are right down there. And my relay for the fuel pump is turning on, but I'm not getting power, or, well, I know I'm getting power to the relay because my fuse isn't blown and I'm getting power where it's pulling that and the wire's in good shape. But I also know that the pump is not turning on. So I don't have any tools because the car is running perfect and didn't think we'd need anything. So we didn't pack anything because all it does is flop around in here when you're driving. And I really wasn't at all pushing the car hard. We were just cruising. I was getting into boost to show off for spectators more so than I was actually getting into boost to, like, you know, pull out of a corner. But it's making 8 pounds of boost like it should. Just still dialing in some tune stuff. It's airing on the rich side, you know. And bikes. Yeah. Being that we're running in the like 10.5s, low 11s, and maybe touching 12 getting into boost, but you know, the pump should have been good for all that horsepower. You know, it's just a pump, it's just a pump, no big deal. But where we're at right now, we almost have like no service. So, or I guess, I say we almost have no service. We have no service. So the best and most effective way to fix it is to send them back to the cabin, get the truck and trailer, come out here and pick it up. It'd take 2 hours, but you know, then it just, instead of like trying to go get tools and come back with tools and we can't fix it, then we gotta get the truck, then we're here all freaking night, and I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be that way. And anyways, it had to get loaded up today so we could leave tomorrow anyways. So it's not horribly inconvenient, you know. So, and I'm happy. The car ripped, made some power, we figured some stuff out, and if all I did was have a busted fuel pump, then I'm stoked for that. So let's we'll get this thing off the side of the road, and the Shinka survived wonderfully. Nice and quiet, didn't get hot, didn't do anything. We're gonna head back to the cabin and yeah, see you back at the cabin. Magically, we're back at the Rad Ranch shop here instead of at the Bryce City cabin where we stayed at. And I've already got the car cleaned, unloaded, the whole deal, and I'm just chomping at the bit to figure out what happened to the fuel system on this thing. So whenever I got home, I went ahead and I tried another relay, and effectively what's happening is whenever I kick my key on, I can hear the relay click, and there's power to the relay, power coming out of the relay, but the pump is not kicking on. Hear the click, clicks off, ECU doing everything, all my fuses are good. You know, I had to unload this thing by myself. By the way, guys, a full car, whenever I was painting this thing and I had to push the chassis back into the shop all by myself, it's pretty easy. But a full car, I drove it in here on the starter off the trailer. So I had to, you know, apologize to my RX-8 starter, and my little tiny battery needs to go on the charger. But, you know, it's still like, it's not broken aside from the fuel pump. So all the people out there like, oh, rotary, fresh tune, didn't do anything and it broke. It didn't break. Trust me. Anyways, I've got to drop the tank to figure out what's going on. So not getting any fuel pressure. I'm sending power to the pump. Pump's not working. Could be a broken wire at the bulkhead. Could have just the bulkhead thing where the positive wire goes through the little billet pump hanger. Could have came off. I don't know. Obviously, I tightened all that stuff, but unfortunately, first generation RX-7 never came with an in-tank pump, which means they never gave you an access panel to remove the pump from the tank because it would have never been there. I'm going to see when I drop the tank out this time if there's a place I can cut a hole in the floor back here so I can have access, but if not, I might just modify my pump hanger so I can fit 2 pumps. This is what like the 5-hour drive home with your buddy Jeff when you're talking about all sorts of stuff and trying to figure out what's wrong with your car leads to, is like maybe we put 2 pumps in the tank so that if one of them fails, I can just unplug something back here or flip a switch and kick the other pump on, and then we're good to go. So I don't have to drop the tank at the track or at the tail of the dragon. I can just kick the switch off and be like, boom, pump 2, bam, ready to go. So anyways, I think that might be something we improve. But for now, I am so stoked, guys. The tail of the dragon trip was way more than I expected, and I've been going out there for, I guess this was year number 5, maybe 6, I think. I don't know. We've kind of, the silver car failed to get there. We took the white car. That was a really sketchy one. It took us about 25 hours to get there in like 2016, I think, or 2017. 2018, we took the Repu. It slayed. 2019, we took the silver car and the vert, turbo vert, and then the silver car blew up on the way back. Or I guess it didn't even really blow up on the way back. It blew up at the end of Hellbender, and the half Bridgeport was torched, and that's actually part of the half Bridgeport plates are in the truck. And then 2020, we didn't happen because of COVID. 2021, I don't think it happened because, did we go? I don't know. Either way, no, that's the year we did the Rad Ranch Rally, whatever. We took the RX-8 one year, and now we're driving around RADX7. So, regardless of my short story, this year was epic. I loved getting to talk to you guys at the show, getting to talk to you guys at the dam shoot. Everybody who came up and saw the car, I'm stoked that you guys enjoyed as much as I do. You know, this is one car that, yeah, it's super cool, and a lot of people are going to love it, and I'm excited for it. But most importantly is, like, I built this car how I wanted it to be. You know, this is, aside from maybe it being silver because my first one was silver, but honestly, I love the red. It's exactly what I wanted. It's perfect. Using all my old parts I've had hoarded around here for years and years. And, you know, one of the things one of my cousins asked me at a recent family holiday was like, you've built all these super nice cars for other people and you don't have one for yourself. And I was like, well, yeah, I got my Corvette, but he's like, you should have your own. So then here you go. I built this one for me. It's how I wanted it, and I'm excited because I'm ready to just fix my fuel pump. You know, I'm going to drop the tank out here tonight. We'll get the tank out of this deal. Get going on that video for later this week. We'll figure this out so I can get it to Cars and Coffee. You know, as soon as I got back, we got this thing cleaned, and I'm just stoked. It looks so good. You know, no major leaks up here. Nothing crazy going on. It's making the right amount of boost. We'll get the tune dialed in. I'll do some interstate runs this week after work one night and get, you know, assuming I get the fuel pump fixed, and we'll get the street tune in it. We'll take this thing to Nashville Cars and Coffee, and we'll just start enjoying this thing and then progressing it to be the Group C wide body full aero GT car killer at the track, which is what I want. 2,000 pounds, 2,100 pounds probably, with a wing, aero. I think we can get this thing in some pretty healthy lap times at NCM and make this thing look sick. So, like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for the support. I know the last 3 months have been crazy working on this car. Maybe not so much for you guys as far as the videos because, you know, building the car to make it to Deals Gap was honestly more important than the videos. But I'm excited that you guys enjoyed them. I cannot wait to move through the next bit of content that I've got planned now that we've hit the major milestone, which is car that runs and drives. DGRR is in the past. Move on to the next things. I'm excited to really focus up and get these videos I've got dreamt up for you guys coming out. So I'm excited for that. And if you guys are excited for that, you should definitely hit the subscribe button if you want to see this thing progress into basically an FD RX-7 in disguise. And if you want to learn more about these rotary engines, comment below any questions you got. Go find the other videos on the channel if you can search for those. If you want to support the channel, go check out the Patreon. If you've got questions for me, the Patreon is by far the easiest way to get a hold of me. Anybody who messages me questions over there, I make videos to respond to those questions. It's kind of like a super cool weekly live Q&A kind of deal, you know? Live but not live, so to speak, right? And I would much appreciate the support. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a great 5-day vacation, so to speak, of staying up till 4 in the morning trying to get this car ready for that event. So thank you guys so much. Look, the dog's already here, ready for the end of the video. I know some of you guys are hoping to see her at the gap, but hey, Letty is right here. So thanks for watching. Keep it rad. We'll see you guys in the next one. And I can't wait to more cameras. Matt and Calvin said this thing was shooting mad flames out the back of it, and we gotta show that off. Night runs. Letty, what do you think? You want me to put that Sparko seat in this car so you can ride along? Yeah? Really? I can't let you sit in my nice race-equipped seats. You'll get all your hair on them. You think this thing's going to shred all summer? Yeah? You ready for some sick rotary action this summer? Yeah? You ready to build another RADX7 this summer? Yeah? What about like 2 more? Yeah? Peace, guys. The dog's excited because I'm finally back. Aren't you? Can you sit? Alright, now the viewers want to meet you, okay? Nice to meet you. There you go, guys. You've been formally introduced. This is Letty. She's fast and furious. Peace.